and welcome back to Light Up the Skies. Wherever you are in the world, I am glad you're here. And before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone listening, wherever you are in the world. It still surprises me how far this little podcast travels. If you're listening today, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. Drop a comment or a message and tell me your country or city. It's always nice to see where people are listening from. Makes it feel like we're all sitting down for the same chat, just in different parts of the world. So wherever you are right now, out for a walk, driving somewhere, or just hiding from the weather with a cup of tea, I hope you're doing all right. Today, I want to talk about something we all go through at some point, but we don't always know how to talk about it properly, and that is grief. Now, when people hear the word grief, they usually think about losing someone through death. And yes, that's a big part of it. But grief isn't only about that. Grief can be the end of a relationship. It can be losing the life you thought you were going to have. It can be losing time, opportunities, friendships, or even parts of yourself along the way. Sometimes grief doesn't arrive loudly. Sometimes it just sits quietly beside you, and you feel more tired than usual, a bit disconnected, not quite yourself, but you can't fully explain why. And grief is strange because it doesn't follow any rules. One day you feel all right, the next day a song comes on or a memory pops into your head, and suddenly you're right back in it again. And you might ask yourself, surely I would be over this by now. But grief doesn't work on a schedule. If it did, life would be a lot easier, and therapists would probably be out of work altogether. The truth is, grief doesn't mean you're weak. It means something mattered to you. We live in a world that likes quick fixes. People say things like, stay strong, you'll be grand. Everything happens for a reason. And they usually mean well. But sometimes you don't need solutions. You just need space to feel what you feel. Because grief isn't something you can fix. It's something you learn to carry. And carrying it, it can feel lonely. You might smile around others, have normal conversations, even laugh. But inside, there's still something heavy sitting there. That's why being kind to yourself matters so much. You're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to have days off. You're allowed to have off days. You're allowed not to have everything figured out. Healing isn't about forgetting, it's about learning how to live forward and while still honoring what was. Sometimes healing looks very simple. Getting out of bed, going for a walk, making dinner, or just making it through the day without giving yourself a hard time. Those small wins count more than we realize. And if you're listening right now and grieving something, whether it happened recently or years ago, just know this. You're not behind in life. You're not broken. You're human. Grief changes us, but it also deepens us. It teaches empathy. It teaches patience, and it reminds us what truly matters. Over time, the pain doesn't disappear, but it softens. The memories stop hurting as sharply. You learn how to hold them without feeling overwhelmed. Grief is really love with nowhere to go. And that love still exists in memories, in lessons, and in the person you continue becoming. So be gentle with yourself, take things one day at a time, and sometimes grief makes us look deeper, not only at what we've lost, but at where we come from. The people, the stories, and the roots that shape us long before life changes us. In the next episode, I'll be joined by a friend as we talk about the roots of Ireland, identity, memories, and the connection that keeps us grounded when life feels uncertain. Until then, mind yourselves, take care of your mental health, and remember, even during loss, you're never truly without roots. And even through loss, you're never truly without roots. During loss, and even through loss, you're never truly without roots. This is Light Up the Skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.